Okay, guys, once again, I'm proving that there's two species on this planet, just like Planet of the Apes and X-Men, a mutated human and the the warmongering humans. Star Wars, Luke, I am your father. There's two bloodlines here. Okay, um, so everything in the Bible is telling you this, that there is a teacher that God created and a worker. And this is why we're in the situation that we're in. So we're looking at the story of Esau, which is associated with southeast. Okay, the sun rises in the east. And this is number 21, ascension, descension, Trinity. Okay, so that's where they get the letter V, right? Right? Freemasonry. And it says that this person was red. I was listening to an interpretation of this story, and it was done by a black priest, and he's saying that Jacob was white and Esau was red, or the red man. You know how they call the red man, the American Indians, and they slaughtered the red men? Well, the people who slaughtered the bloodline of Esau are still in power today. That's Rome. And that is Jacob's ladder. And Jacob's ladder is Freemasonry. Okay? That's what it is. There's 33 levels. All right? And they're both identified in Hebrew gematria as a number 17. We're in the year 2017, and God and God. Okay? And when you do gematria on Rebecca, I guess that's how you would say the name, you also get the number 911. There's AH, and K is 11, 911. Right? So the war has begun, right? Matter of fact, even the days of Noah, N-O-A-H, is 11 and 9. Okay? So here it is again. So let's read the Bible verse, and I'm going to prove it to you. All right. Okay, two nations are in your womb. Well, you can read this. I mean, matter of fact, the word Isaac, that's Isis. Okay? And that's why there's a war on ISIS, I'm telling you. Because Isaac was the true blood. Okay? RH negative. And this is why in Bible verses, I think this Bible verse is very important. I'm skipping around a lot, but here it is. All right. When God was speaking to Moses, he said to the people of Israel, the Lord God of your father, the God of Abraham, I am the God of Abraham, and I am God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. So in other words, God, once again, is the devil, and he is Jesus. He's both. That's what he's telling you. He is RH negative and RH positive. I'm just telling you. So, and this is why we've got to come together instead of killing each other. And how do you come together? Well, you let the worker be the worker, and you let the teacher be the teacher. But this is not true today. That's what's wrong with the world. All right. The first came out red, and his body like a hairy cloak. Now, red hair people are not hairy. But is he talking about red hair? That's the thing. So they name him Esau. Okay? And I don't know about this, but Lloyd Pye used to do, and Lloyd Pye, of course, the royal families killed him with cancer, said that we come from hominids. And I don't know if it's his whole body was hairy, but he came out red. And that would mean, to me, white skin. Okay? Now, in the world today, they used to rise white people. Now they're rising black people. All black mayors, things like that. I don't think this is a white and black thing or yin and yang. I believe that this is an RH positive, RH negative thing. It's got nothing to do with the color of your skin, guys. And a lot of people will say, oh, it's a white and black thing. Here's a story, the guy who's trying to say that it was a white thing. All right, so let's go back to this Genesis. When the time came for her to give birth, there were twin boys in her womb. The first came out was red. The whole body was like a hairy garment. So they named him Esau. And his brother came out with his hands grasping Esau's heel. Now, I think this is very important. Okay? You know how the Achilles heel or whatever? I think this is just a message saying that, hey, Jacob found Esau's weak spot, Achilles heel. So when they named Jacob, so he was named Jacob. Isaac was 60 years old when they gave birth to them. Now, when we go back up here, it says, and Isaac was 40 years old, and he married his daughter. So he got married. So 20 years passed. 20 is the symbol of the cross, right? So we're in the cross. So we got 40 and 60. That's 20 years, right? So Esau grew up, and he was obviously pretty intelligent. He became a skillful hunter, a man open country, while Jacob was content to stay home among the tents. Okay, so obviously Jacob was the worker, right? Esau was the explorer, right? Open country. He was an explorer. Isaac, who had a taste for wild game, meat eater, right? But the mother loved Jacob. So the father loved Esau because he was bringing in meat. So this is I think this was very altered. This doesn't even make sense when I study this spiritually. Once when Jacob was cooking some stew, okay, Esau came in from the open country famished, okay. He said to Jacob, quick, let me have some of that red stew. I'm famished. Is this blood, guys? I don't know what. And that is, and that he was also called Edom. So Esau was also called Edom, like the Garden of Eden. Okay. Now, when you do Edom in gematria, you get 5, 4, which is the number 9, and then number 15, which is a symbol of Jesus Christ, and the number 13. So you get 37, which is 7, 8. That's 10. So it's the same numerology. Esau and Edom, 10. Okay. 164, one's 37, but it's still. Jacob replied, first sell me your birthright. So the Freemason said, okay, we're going to give you a birth certificate. Look, I'm about to die, Esau said. What good is a birthright to me? But Jacob said, swear to me. And he swore on oath, selling his birthright to Jacob. All right. So, once again, this is the story of an RH negative and an RH positive. Okay. Which one was which? I've got to do some more research. So I'm out of time. I'll continue this.